So you go wide at your peril. End of lap 1. Macro will lead. Lewis leads, who's second. Golding third. Cameron fourth. The TCR ace in his first big banger open wheel start is doing amazing things. And part of the reason for that is engineered this weekend.
Someone's at a massive moment. That's Herne. Herne for the second time. He's going to hit the wall. Something let go of that car going through the middle of turn number 1 at enormous speed.
Right rear suspension moving up and down. We're straight to safety car.
Saw that just from the corner of my eye as he took the speed cam shot through turn number 1. Blake Purdy's made it back into the pits, so a terrible start has turned into a terrible end to lap number 1 for Nathan Herne today in that Valvoline 29, fastest part of the circuit, and he's climbing out of that 29.
So it's 275 kilometres an hour into turn 1. That's the speed that they start turning the wheel to turn the car in. They lift off the throttle. It's about 35% throttle. And the way he's pushing on the front corner of that car, I think it's the opposite corner on the rear, right rear, that's caused the drama, turning into a very, very fast corner. And the massive amounts of runoff there has done its job. But that'll be a huge moment. And you were bang on with your call of the start that he burst into wheel spin. I was watching him on the third row of the grid. Here he is. Watch the top of your screen. The car just didn't turn in. Gravel trap does its job. Then the gravel, the old staging lanes for the drag strip, probably did a better job, if anything, than the gravel. Really slowed him down. Just skipped across the top of the grass, Nolts, but see the right rear corner there, sitting up on the upright. So the control rod that drops down from the top of the gearbox to the bottom wishbone of the suspension is the one that they've been bending or braking with that curb that they've all been warned about on the exit of turn 7. And I wonder if that's been the issue there. They're a component that's not designed to bend under load, but in the case of contact is designed to do that, to absorb any impact. But they're not designed to fail, and certainly not at that kind of speed.
He was helped there by the bitumen hardstand. Here it is, so going into 1 from, it's a failure in the right rear and at least 2 360s. He was lucky to grab that bitumen hardstand. It was the old staging lanes, the drag racing days here, which slowed some of the speed off the car and inevitably would hit that tyre wall in the background. Here it is from ground level. That's what got my attention. I saw as we switched from that camera. And Nathan Herne in the fence, he's out of the car. Blake Purdy has come back into the pits after riding across the corner there at turn number 7. Try as he might, that car was going nowhere for Nathan Herne, who's doing double duties in both the S5000 and the Turtle Wax Trans Am series. Here it is, top of screen.
It's funny, is it? You had a full race meeting here back in April, the final round of the Gold Star, 60 laps a car, if not more, Thursday night in an open test session they had, and not one drama. It's since been the story of the weekend. See how the car launched off the grass there before it got to the gravel trap.
It's lucky not to dig into the outfield there at Sydney Motorsport Park, where he had that incident at the start at Phillip Island earlier this year where the car got air, came down really hard just past the start line during our main event race back in April.
Yeah, and that proved the safety of these cars. It's a full FIA compliant carbon fibre monocoque chassis built by Ligier Onroque.